Some people ask me, what does it look like for you, Mark, when you engage an unbeliever with the gospel? Well, it's pretty simple, actually. And I teach this in one session in my seminars. It's not that complicated. Usually when I talk to an unbeliever, let's say they're a stranger, I'm on a plane or in a coffee shop, I'll start by first showing an interest in the person. That's the first step. That is, rather than talking about myself or even bringing up Jesus right away, I show an interest in them. I might ask, hey, what's that sticker mean on your laptop? Or what does your shirt mean? Or how's your day going? In other words, I just show an interest in that person. I ask questions about them, and I found that often begins to lead into questions that matter. What do you do for a living? Do you have family? What do you think of what's going on in the world right now if we've moved to that step? But showing an interest in them by asking about their lives. This is important because most people like to talk about themselves. Once in a while, you come across a person who's very private, who does not want to talk about themselves. But most people I've found have an interest in telling you about who they are and what they like. And the attempt then, secondly, show an interest in them. Secondly, steer the conversation toward things that matter. Things like, what do you think is going on in the world right now? Or what do you think about what's going on in the world? And asking questions that go beneath the level of facts to the level of value. What is the value of what's going on in society? Or what do you think of what's happened locally lately? Or I might ask them, hey, what do you think is wrong with the world? I often ask this one, what's your religious background? Because I assume that most people have a religious background, whether they still believe or not. But even those that don't, I meet quite a few atheists. Many of them have religious backgrounds, and that's a good introductory statement to bring them around to thinking about religion. So now they're moving beyond facts to spiritual truth and things that matter. So show an interest in them, ask questions that matter, and then thirdly, begin to ask strategic questions. Strategic questions are questions like, so why do you believe that? Or what do you base that on? I remember one time a neighbor said to me, I think the Da Vinci Code is true. This was back when the Da Vinci Code was a popular book and movie, and it questioned the reliability of the Gospels. So rather than arguing with her, I simply said, why do you think that's true? I mean, this is a fictional novel. And by asking strategic questions that force the unbeliever to justify what they believe, you quite often find people don't have good reasons for what they believe. And by that simple